So on Tuesday night, Manchester City beat Feyenoord 1-0 in the Champions League, with Pep Guardiola giving a couple of youngsters a chance in the first team, with Phil Foden and Brahim Diaz making their first City appearances in the Champions League. Guardiola has hinted at a future in the first team for both players, so that's got us thinking, how could Manchester City line up right now if they could only use homegrown players who spend time in their academy? This is Manchester City's homegrown 11. In goal it's Kasper Schmeichel. We're off to a decent start here, as son of Peter Schmeichel, Kasper joined City as a youth player in 2002, back when his dad was also playing for the blue side of Manchester. Kasper Schmeichel would make 8 league appearances for City, but would have multiple loan spells away before deciding to leave the club and reclimb the footballing ladder, joining League 2 Notts County. After one season he joined Leeds, and then a year later he headed to Leicester City, eventually helping them to the Premier League, keeping them in it, and then providing save after save as they won the title under Claudio Ranieri. At right back we've got Tommy Smith. Currently the Huddersfield captain, Tommy Smith never actually made an appearance for Man City, but was with them between 2004 and 2012. He would leave to join Huddersfield and has now been there for 5 years, working his way up from the academy and into the first team, and now captaining the side. Smith went from being an average fullback to a key player under David Wagner, becoming an assist merchant last season as they achieved promotion to the Premier League. Centre back is Dedrick Boyata. The Belgian joined City from Brussels in 2006 as a teenager and would win the FA Youth Cup in 2008. The Belgian made 36 appearances for City and is now with Celtic, where he was part of last season's Invincible side, albeit not as a first team regular for Brendan Rodgers. Boyata is also a full Belgium international, but isn't really doing anything to prove that Man City were wrong to let him go. He's alongside Ben Mee. The Sale-born defender began his career with City in 2006 and was the captain of the aforementioned youth side that won the 2008 FA Cup. Mee made just one appearance for City, coming in the Carling Cup, and would have loan spells with Leicester and Burnley before joining the Clarets permanently in 2012. Mee has gone from left back to centre back and is now enjoying the best run of his career at the heart of the Burnley defence. Mee may be in fine form, but I don't think he's got the footwork that Guardiola is looking for in a centre half, so he'll have to stay with Sean Dyche. At left back it's Angelino. A current player with Manchester City who has already made his first team debut, 20-year-old Angelino is currently on loan at NAC Breda, having also spent time with New York City and Real Mallorca. The Spaniard is impressed for the Man City youth side with his attacking displays from the left side of defence, but obviously isn't considered ready for Premier League football after Guardiola splashed out £50 million on Benjamin Mendy. In the middle we've got Ronnie Lopez. The midfielder has just made his Portugal debut and is sitting near the top of Ligue 1 with Monaco, but Ronnie Lopez actually spent time with the Man City Academy, joining in 2011 from Benfica, and won the first ever Academy Player of the Year award in 2013 at City. Lopez made a few cup appearances for City, but would join Monaco in 2015 for £9 million, with the French club investing a sizable fee for the teenager, having spent the previous season on loan at Lille. Still only 21, expect to see a lot more of Ronnie Lopez in years to come. Next up it's Denis Suarez. Another surprise name who was previously part of Manchester City's academy, Barcelona's Denis Suarez joined City in 2011 for £850,000 from Celta Vigo, fending off interest from Man United, Chelsea and Barca. Suarez made 2 cup appearances during his 2 years at Eastlands and was named the club's Young Player of the Year in 2012, but joined Barcelona in 2013, immediately linking up with their B side. The Spaniard is back at the new camp now, having played for Villarreal for a season, where he showcased how good a player he can be, forcing Barcelona to activate their buyback clause. Our third midfielder is Brahim Diaz. The Spaniard made his second Manchester City appearance on Tuesday night, coming off the bench to replace goalscorer Raheem Sterling in stoppage time, to add to the 10 minutes he played last season in the AFL Cup. Diaz joined the club 2 years ago when he was 16 and has spent this season in and around the first team, occasionally appearing on the bench and spending pre-season with Pep Guardiola in the first team squad. Already a Spanish under-21 international, the better Man City do this season, the more chances Diaz will be afforded, and the more he could eventually be trusted by Guardiola. Our front three starts with Phil Foden. The talk of English football after his incredible performance at the Under-17 World Cup where he won the Golden Ball, Phil Foden made his long-awaited Man City debut as a substitute against Feyenoord, replacing Yaya Toure for the final 15 minutes of the game. Foden has been with Man City since the age of 8, but appears to have the world at his feet, and could be a future England star if nurtured correctly. Next up it's Kelechi Iheanacho. The Nigerian striker didn't spend long on the City youth side before breaking into the first team, signing in January 2014. However, work permit issues meant he wasn't able to play in England until the following year, and by August 2015 he was on the fringes of the first team, often making appearances off the bench where he found the knack of scoring key goals for City. The forward made 64 appearances for City across all competitions over 2 seasons and scored a very impressive 21 goals. In the summer he joined Leicester City for £25 million but could be back at the Etihad in the future, with Man City inserting a buyback clause into his contract. And finally it's Daniel Sturridge. The England forward joined Man City in 2003, having already spent time with the Aston Villa and Coventry academy, but he settled in Manchester, spending a total of 6 years with City, breaking into the first team and making 32 appearances for the club, scoring 6 times. In 2009, Sturridge won City's Young Player of the Year award but left once his contract expired, joining Chelsea, with the Blues being ordered to pay an initial £3.5 million for Sturridge after a tribunal. Now with Liverpool, Sturridge is probably on the lookout for a new club, as injuries and a lack of game time see his career at a standstill. So that's Manchester City's homegrown 11. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below and any other teams you'd like us to look at. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.